Okay, welcome all those to the DJ's Corner. I haven't been here in a while doing my usual video blogs because I've been had so many other things that I've been trying to do, so many other things that I've been accomplishing. So let's get into it. Actually, it used to be the DJ's Corner, same name, but changed the studio name. It used to be Penthouse and Pavements, and now it's just EM3 Factory Studios, and it basically kind of goes along the lines of my brand, which is Emotion Media 3 documentaries, and that's basically from the United States. Being that I'm here in Germany, I kind of created a few more brand names to go along with the brand in general. Again, as I was stating, I changed the name to M3 Factory Studios because I now do a house music mix show that I've been getting a lot of great reviews for the past year. And I think that was the last time I did a video blog was like a year ago, just at the same time that I was doing the my podcast. So if those that want to actually hear my music, my podcast is on Podbean, www.podbean.com/M3 Factory Studio or M3 Factory. So you can actually hear my podcast every Friday night, 12 midnight, and that is 12 midnight Central European time. So it's a 6 hour, for those that are back in the States, it's like a 6 hour, behind 6 hours European time. So if I'm on at 12 midnight, it's around 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock, depending on where you are in the States. You can actually hear my my podcast live. Now, another thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to continue on doing my video blogs, but I wanted to add up a little, I kind of spice it up a little bit more. And that's adding, which is, I can't really play, I want to add a playlist, but I can't play the music on YouTube because YouTube has these restrictions now, where anything that's flagged that is copywritten material from other artists, that they will kind of suspend your account for 7 days. So I guess GEMA here in Germany has caught up worldwide, so now it's like this in the United States, and it's pretty much like this worldwide. So if involved with YouTube. So as you hear my music in the background, this is my track that I created. This is something that I created trying to figure out the name. It's called Ignore, and that's one of the tracks. I create so many tracks that I just basically create them and store them, and then use them later, bits and pieces of them in my mix shows. So this is called Ignore. This is by the Nomenclature Institute. Also, you can look us up on Facebook under the Nomenclature Institute. Please be sure to like my page. Also on Facebook. Did I say YouTube? Facebook, Nomenclature Institute. So if I said YouTube, I don't know, I'm tripping. But also, you can like the podcast page, which is Facebook/EM3 Factory Studios. I know this is like so much stuff in my mind and so many things that I need to talk about. Okay, so let's get to the music. The music, like I said, what I wanted to do was create a playlist. And again, since I can't really play the music on YouTube, the playlists that I create, I can basically give you the artist name, and those that are DJs that are listening to my video blogs can actually go out, possibly find these tracks on the internet and purchase them. I use a lot of different sources to get my music. I'm not going to name the sources because they're not paying me to name them. So, you can actually basically go to the internet and get it. But anyways, we have for what I call on YouTube, I call it the top 5 hottest EM3 top 5 hottest tracks of the week. And this is week, the ending of the week, beginning of the week, the 29th of September. This year is going by entirely too fast for me. So we have the beginning of the week, and the tracks that I named, you will be able to hear them on this coming Friday night's podcast, because as I go through the internet and I purchase tracks, some artists send me their tracks. I do include them on my mix show on Friday night during my podcast. So these are the top 5. Okay, Boris Dlugosch, Keep Moving. That's number 1. Number 2 is Guy L. It's Lost and Found. Third track is Luca C. and Brigante featuring Rosin Murphy. If I pronounce your name Rosin Murphy, please forgive me. But the name of that track is Flash of Light. We have the 4th track, which is by Martin Buttress, and that's Enough Love to Hate It. I love the name of that track. This is like a really, really unique name. Enough Love to Hate It. And that's the 4th track. And the last track, the 5th one, is by Shadow Child, and it's called So High. And this one is actually called Hot Since 92 Remix. So I'm gathering this is a remix. But these are the top 5 hottest tracks. Again, you can look this up on the internet. Some of the music stores on the internet. I'm guessing maybe iTunes. I don't usually use iTunes, but again, the record source that I do use, the internet store, I usually purchase my tracks there. Some other things, some other websites you can actually download or stream them. If you're set up with the music equipment that you can actually record your streaming from the internet, you can get it that way also. But again, these are the top 5 house music tracks for the week, and I will include these tracks so you can hear them on my podcast this coming Friday night at 12 o'clock. Again, www.podbean.com/EM3Factory, 12 midnight Central Eastern Time. So join me next Friday for my podcast, and I'm gonna try to do this every week when I get time, because I have so many things on my mind, so many things that I'm trying to get done, or to get this podcast really up and going. Because like I said, I got a lot of great reviews. The last week's podcast, and I have themes every week. So this last Friday podcast was called Church, and it was featuring some classic house music mixes that I had done. Fabulous. It's still up, so you can actually go by my podcast page and actually listen to them, because after I do the live show, I record them so you can actually hear them throughout the week. And the week before that was Disco House, and that's what really did it. It went over well. A lot of people respond to it, said they love the Disco House sounds. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more on that end. So again, please join me this coming Friday night. Again, we're listening to the Nomenclature Institute, which is my group, and that is called, once again, Ignore. Nice track, nice little house feel to it. Thank you so much for listening, coming by and listening to this video blog. Again, I'm going to try to do this once again, get this started back up every week. Again, please like us on Facebook, M3 Factory, and you can also drop by my DJ page,